Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. I have found a very special, crazy Karen. It's not only her mouth she can't control, it's also her service dog. I think this is Fido's attempt to get out of the service dog industry. Who doesn't love a rescue dog? I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Okay. We're going to be bringing in Miss Arnold by phone. She will be appearing by phone, and we will not have a camera on this. Have you had an opportunity to speak with her yet, Mr. Burdett?
Yes, I have, Your Honor, and
Okay.
I guess we'll need to ask her whether she wants a court-appointed attorney
Okay.
or not. It's
All
very,
right.
you know.
Okay, Miss Arnold,
Hello?
can you hear us? Miss Arnold, can you hear us?
Barely.
Okay, you'll need to do something because I've got my sound all the way up.
So's this phone.
Okay, we'll have to deal with it. All right, this is case 24-24810M2, Kathy Ann Arnold of, what town is that, please?
Cedar's the address.
It is Cedar, all right. And this is a
We
case.
miss Cleveland Township by 150 feet.
Okay. This is a case alleging several counts of a dog bite, dog at large, and unlicensed dog. Mr. Burdett is here as the arraignment attorney to assist you through this first hearing with the court today. Mr. Burdett, have you had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Arnold regarding the charges, the possible sentence, and her rights?
Yes, I have, Your Honor. We'll waive any further reading of the information and any further reading of her rights. We'll be entering a plea of not guilty. I guess the only issue is whether Ms. Arnold has decided to represent herself or would wish a court-appointed attorney.
Ms. Arnold,
Here's
how
the
are you going to be represented? By yourself? You are going to hire an attorney, ask for court appointed?
Okay, here's the question on Michigan.
No, the question isn't the question. You answer my question.
I can't answer your question without knowing if Michigan will come back and bill me for a court-appointed attorney.
The state of Michigan will not.
Some states are doing that, by the way.
Ms. Arnold, okay. Just stick with the short answers if you would. The court may ask you to repay the expense of the court-appointed attorney, which in this county is $275. If you can prove that you're indigent and unable to afford it, the court may take that into account and waive the fees. Does that help?
I'm at 198% federal poverty level. I'm too poor to pay for anything, and I don't have enough money to qualify for anything.
Miss Arnold, now is not the time for us to be waiving fees. That would be done later.
And I can't risk that. I don't have the money.
Are you going to hire your own attorney or represent yourself?
I can't.
Are you representing
I can't afford to pay anyone. I can't risk getting stuck with a $275 bill.
Miss
when
Arnold,
I don't have the money.
Ms. Arnold, okay, I'm asking, are you going to represent yourself?
I can't. I'm physically not up to it anymore.
Well,
I'm severely disabled. I can't even prepare food.
Miss Arnold, let's not go into all this explanations at this point, okay? Please.
I physically can't do it myself, and I can't afford to pay anyone, and I can't risk the bill.
Well, you're going to have to do one of the three.
I can't. I have no choices. There are no choices left for me.
Well, we have no choices either. Those are the only choices.
I physically cannot do that anymore. I can't even prepare food.
Physically is okay. All you're doing is appearing by Zoom, which you're physically doing right now.
Yeah, which is very difficult, and I had to do a double dose of pain medication to sit here.
Well, we're going to have to proceed then. At this point, we're going to have you represent yourself. And what I would like you to do is file an email with the court indicating that you would like the assistance of counsel, but don't feel that you're able to pay for it at all. And we'll see if the judge will waive the fees for a court appointed, all right?
Okay, let me get an email. Hang on.
Ready.
Wrong. I need a document up. Okay, what's the email?
86
86.
District Court.
I'm typing with one finger, so it takes
Oh,
longer.
okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna we'll have the court send you an email so that you know what the email address is. How'd that be?
That works better. Typing with
That-
one hand does not
that
really
would work.
work too well.
All right. We're doing things a little bit out of order here. But right now, we're gonna have you represent yourself, and then you're gonna request a waiver of the fees for the court-appointed attorney, okay?
Yeah.
And why. You'll need to provide why you're requesting that, so the judge.
Yeah, my medical bills take 24% of my
Okay.
income.
Don't tell me now. Put it all in your email so that the judge has the information he needs to potentially waive that for you, all right?
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you a couple of questions here so that we can move on to bond.
By the way, I've never seen anything. You people mailed stuff out, but I haven't had mail delivery at this house since I don't know when the mailbox broke. I didn't know it was broken until March.
Well, you're here
and they
today,
haven't
so
delivered
you're fine.
anything since.
You're here today, so that's fine. Let me ask you questions so that we can set bond. Are you married, single, or divorced, or widowed?
Widowed.
And do you have any children or dependents living with you that are not 4-footed?
No.
And what's your phone number?
The house line.
Thank you.
It does
Do you
not
have
accept text messages. It's a Spectrum VoIP.
Do you have a cell phone that does accept text
No.
messages?
I keep a flip phone in the car and that's it.
All right. What's your email address so that we can send information to you?
Okay.
Okay.
Betsy was my first service dog, and Pilot was your most famous neighbor. He was my second service dog, and AKC National Service Dog of the Year.
Okay, so we
And
have,
vets never forget it.
okay, so we have,
Yes.
and you are retired?
Yes.
Have you ever been in do you have a criminal history with the court anywhere?
No.
Okay, all right. For bond purposes, we are going to set bond at $500 personal recognizance bond. That means you're giving us your word that you'll abide by conditions of the bond. And standard bond conditions will apply as usual. One of them is you may not leave the state without permission from the court. And you will appear in court when the court says and by the manner by which the court dictates. You are to be respectful of all court staff, law enforcement, care providers.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
You'll be respectful of all court staff, law enforcement, care providers. No violent, intimidating, harassing behavior towards anyone. You will keep the dogs under control so that there would be no chance of biting, getting at large, and you will need to look into getting your dogs licensed. Those are the conditions of your bond.
Once I have money,
Ma'am,
when
those are the
when my
conditions of your
husband
bond.
died,
There's no
I
discussing.
couldn't afford my own prescriptions.
Miss Arnold, these are the conditions of bond. All right? At this point, there's no questioning what the conditions of bond are going to be. All right, that's a condition. Now, the next step is a pretrial conference. That's a conference with you, the prosecutor, and any attorney that might be on the case. Normally, those are in-person hearings. You would need to email the judge requesting that you can hold your pretrial by Zoom. Otherwise, you would have to be here. Now,
Yeah, I
that's,
physically can't walk more than 50, 60 feet at a
Okay.
time.
Miss Arnold, I gave you the option. You can email the judge and ask that you be allowed to appear by Zoom, and you would need to explain to him why so that he can make that decision, okay?
Yeah.
All right, that's at 9 o'clock on September 6th. All right, are
When
there
is that
any other
date? I'm trying to
questions?
remember when I have medical appointments.
If you cannot make it, you know that you can ask for an adjournment, and again, why? And those all have to be in the email motions. All right. We are going to send you an email so that you can respond to us with the emails that you feel you need to submit for the changes in appearance and for any possible adjournments. Okay?
Yeah. Do they ever schedule things later? I'm not even capable of making a cup of coffee until 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Our pre-trials are at
I have
9
that much
o'clock.
trouble getting
Okay,
around.
again, our pre-trials are at 9 o'clock. If you wish a change in the time, you would need to ask the judge for permission to have the time changed. That's not impossible. It's possible, okay?
Yeah. But no, I don't even have a copy of what you all are claiming because they don't deliver here because the mailbox is broken and I haven't been able to
Okay,
afford
if you're
the
going to be at this point in time representing yourself, you can call the prosecutor and they will email you a copy of all the information which you would need. That would come from the prosecutor. Would you like their phone number?
Is that Joe?
He is one, he's the main prosecutor, yes. You would call
Okay, yeah.
Mr. Hubble.
He and his wife were huge fans of my late service dog. Huge.
Very good. Now you need to give them a call, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. You're good
I
to
hope
go
the
for
email
today.
comes through. Okay.
We hope so too.
If it doesn't in a day or two, who should I call to say try sending it again?
You call the court, the phone
Okay.
number that you called earlier today. All right?
Yeah, the one I had to look up on Google because it's not on the website. There's no mention of any clerk's office on any of the websites linking to the 86th district.
Well, it's not a clerk's office. It's just the phone number for the district court.
Right, and it sends me to
Illinois.
Travers and to the administrator, and nobody answers their phone.
Okay. The phone number should be on. Did you receive any paperwork to be here today by Zoom?
You can't. How can you send me anything by Zoom?
No. I said, did you receive any paperwork today that told you to be here by Zoom?
No, I didn't.
How did you know?
The only way I knew about this was I got a phone call. I thought it was a spam call, and in fact, I listed.
From Mr. Burdett. Okay.
Yeah, I put his number into No More Robo to block him. It looked like one of the spammers.
Okay.
And I went in to check. I was waiting for a call from a loan officer to see if she called while I was on the phone, and I found his message.
Too much information. Thank you. Appreciate your information, but we have to move on. We have more people that we need to see today. So,
okay, send me the email and we'll deal with that.
We'll send you the email with our phone number, okay?
All right.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Okay, let's bring in the jail.